Hello everyone, Mindy of Minuet Knit here. Today I'm going to show you how I pick up stitches from a cable cast-on. For those who are unfamiliar, a cable cast-on is a great cast-on for almost any project, and what it does is it creates this beautiful curved edge. You see it almost looks like it's a twist or a cable running along the side here. So I use this most often because unlike the long tail method, you don't have to guess how much yarn you need. You can just cast right on. So to get started though with picking up our stitches, let's take a look. I knit Continental, so you'll see that I manage my yarn with my left hand, but you can manage your yarn with your right and wrap it however works best for you. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my corner here, and I'm going to go under not just one loop but two. See how each of these cables has not just one piece but two pieces to it. You've got this top loop right here, and then you have another loop underneath it. We want to work into both of those. So starting at the corner, it's a little tight here. I'm going to see if I can get a closer look here for you. Okay. So in this corner here, we're going to go right under two pieces of yarn, okay? And once I'm in there with one end of my needle, or one needle, I'm working with a circular cable right now, but if you're working with straights, double points, anything will work. We're going to go into this stitch and knit it just like we would normally, okay? This one's a little tight, so it might take a couple of shots there. What I like to do is open it right up and really kind of pull at it. Okay, so going into this stitch, slip it right back down to the tips of my needles. Okay. And sometimes it's helpful to pick stitches up with a smaller needle. So in this first stitch, if you knit Continental like I do, you're going to wrap and then bring things down and through. Okay. Or if you knit English, you can go into the stitch. Take this yarn off my my left hand for a second, okay? So you want to leave enough of a tail for weaving in later. You don't need it to be too long. I've got about, I don't know, maybe 8-inch tail here. It's generous. Then you go ahead and you bring your yarn through, just like you normally would when you knit. So for the rest of the stitches, it's pretty simple, and there's more than one way you can do this. For most who haven't picked up stitches before, putting another needle in to the stitch that they want to knit is the best way. And again, here's a wrapping technique. Okay. However, let's see, I'm much more Continental knitter. Bring that through. What I prefer to do, and I don't know if it's a comfort I have from crocheting or how I really swing this here, but I can go right into the stitch and use the tension on that stitch to allow me to pull it through without actually knitting. Just scoop them up. Okay, the thing to keep in mind when you are picking up stitches is that you want to keep them tight on your needle. Otherwise, you might have a lacy looking pickup, which wouldn't be as flattering to your project. So just make sure you bring them through and keep them nice and tight. All right, and that is how you pick up from a cable cast on edge.